All right, when we got the word that Florence was on the move, we sent Christina Partsnevelis, Fox Business Network fame, to go to the belly of the beast and check it out for herself, her first hurricane. And she's had some phenomenal reporting from the region. She's in Lohr, South Carolina right now. What does it look like there, Christina?
Neil, actually, I'm inside a house in Lohr County, just outside of Myrtle Beach area. What you're seeing is Peggy. Peggy is a 74-year-old woman who owns this home. This home is about 40 years old. The damage, we're starting in the living room so that you can see the water just dripping. I was told already the ceiling is actually filled with water above this, so I'm not going to touch it or anything, but you can just see the water coming down. All the carpet is wet, so you squish, you can smell it too already at this point. And so I'm going to move into the kitchen, the front entrance part over here, where you can clearly see that the damage is a lot worse over here. I asked if they knew when this happened. Luckily, Peggy had evacuated early on, so we're not sure when the damage actually started, but obviously there's no power here. There's no power in the area because a bunch of neighbors are in this. You've got at least 6 cars that have stopped to see if they need help, and friends, family members all outside, and we're going to head out there in a moment. But if you could just see some of the damage, and then obviously the water, they're trying to capture it as much as they can to, prevent any further damage. So there you go. There's water all over the floor, the ceiling. They had to pull it down because of how heavy the rain was. And so we're just going to step outside right now so that you can see some of the people, and we're going to talk to Peggy's son. He's here to help, and you can see some of the roof, all that. So we're going to head over to Woody, who's waiting to chat with me, who graciously accepted, so I really appreciate that, Woody. Woody, we got to start with telling me, what are you guys doing here today? What are you trying to fix?
We're trying to keep the roof from leaking. The roof leaked and went through the ceiling in the house and wet the floors, and it's a mess.
And luckily your mom got out in time. So where is she right now, and what does she think of everything that's happened to her home?
Actually, right now she really don't know.
Oh, you haven't told? You haven't told her?
No.
Oh, and
well, I didn't want to upset her driving from Charleston back home, so I just didn't tell her. I hadn't told her.
When is she coming back?
Probably today or tomorrow.
So you're gonna have to break the news to her.
Right.
How do you think she's gonna react?
She'll be upset.
And do you think, with this kind of damage, do you think it's going to be worse? Are you seeing other regions in the house? Because we only went into 2 different rooms. What's the rest of the house looking like?
Basically, the whole left end of the house, where the shingles come off, it has leaked down to the inside ceiling, and it's swelled. The ceiling tile swelled and fell down, and it's a mess.
It's a mess. And your mom is 74 years old. This house has been around for about, you said, over 50 years. They've added some units, and that's your cousin up there working really hard. How are you going to pay for this?
She doesn't have any insurance, so we'll see we'll do whatever we got to do.
So she doesn't have any insurance, but this house has been here for a while, so it's probably withstood some other hurricanes. How come there was no was there previous damage in the past?
We had a few years ago when Matthew came through, but nothing like this.
Nothing like this. And I know that you have, so your friends and family are in the background over there. I was speaking to some of them. They have not necessarily damaged homes, but they've had no power for a few days. Right. What are you hearing from other people in the neighborhood?
Actually, this is about the only place I've come through, probably about 5 miles down the road, and this is basically the worst that I've seen.
Okay.
On the way here,
I guess that's pretty good news that if this is the worst. Unfortunately for your family and your mother, obviously, that's not good news. But what we're seeing is a lot of people on the roads right now helping, working with each other. What do you think for all those people that chose not to evacuate like yourselves?
There's good and bad to both of them. You leave home, you never know what you got. You got something like this, we could have done something a little quicker to keep it from, actually damaging it further.
Yeah.
But you never know.
Well, at least you got friends and family here, and good luck trying to tell your mom this afternoon. I know it's not going to be fun. Neil, I'm going to throw it back to you in the studio.
Incredible. Christina, it sounded like not everybody obviously cleared out of the area, and they're already working to get things back to normal, including this, gentleman's mother's house. But many others, it's going to take a lot longer, right?
Oh, 100%, because you still have about 15% of the population that has stayed in the air, chosen not to evacuate. Around 1 p.m. Eastern time by Myrtle Beach, we're expecting a storm surge. Of course, it's not going to be as high as what it was previously expected, but still, look at this. We were standing outside in t-shirts before. Now it's starting to pour again. And so what's going to happen in this area is that you're going to see inland flooding, unfortunately, and that's the cause for concern, especially because it's just starting to pour right now. Further homes could potentially be damaged. A lot of people, though, have been calling officials asking, hey, can I come back? I got to check my home out. And they're saying, no, don't come back just yet because flooding can get worse and we don't need crowded roads when officials are going to help people, Neil.
Christina, great reporting. The way to be there when he has to talk to his mom. But things could be a lot worse for her. She'll have a home to go back to. Some repairs, but still a home to go back to. Christina, thank you very, very much, my friend.